Are you rolling now? I was going to say, why do we keep saying rolling? You know, rolling is, years ago, they used to run it on a reel. That's why they called it rolling. Now, what do they call it? Injecting? Whatever. I was going to put my smart hat on, but...
I think you should.
No, I'm not. Because I want to show people that you don't have to be real smart to do some of this stuff we're going to do today.
Okay.
Not that you have to be really not very smart to do it.
So
but
should I...
I'm not done yet. You interrupted me last time, so I'm getting even. And so now my daughter made me some nice new hats. So I have a matchy hat. See?
You do.
See?
You planned your
whole
wardrobe
thing.
today.
You want to see my socks? Okay, you're going to talk about the cutting board.
First I'm going to announce my $52 winner.
Yeah.
And I must have gotten a week behind or something, but it's Jim and Jill Rader, and it's ready in the paper. But I'm not going to decide if I'm a week behind or not until...
But anyway,
Jim and Jill Rader got $100 this week from the Frazee Community Club, and we might have a few tickets left by the time you're watching this show.
So
but there's
if you want a ticket, you better get it.
Okay, we needed a prop this morning, and I brought this prop from home. It's my Epicurean cutting board, and when we've talked about these cutting boards, we've explained that the company used to be a skateboard park, and they were using scrap material and stuff like that. I have got one of their sample boards here that's got some notches out of it and stuff like that. This
So
is one
you've
of the
had
first,
it a long time.
I've had it a long time. This is one of the first boards that they made. So, and I've talked about it before, so I thought, now you get to see my board.
Something? I'll bet you
Lucky
never
you.
even used that. You didn't even
Well, I do tell you, because it says
Yeah.
Epicurean over here, I
Yeah.
usually try not to use this side because that's the side that shows in my kitchen. But you can see that it's kind of faded because whatever.
I bet you don't even.
No, I don't use it very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're going to talk about knives today.
Well, one of the knives is a, what do you call this?
Watermelon
knife. So anyway, and somebody said that I told him that you could even cut your deer up with it. But we are going to cut up a watermelon. So here comes the watermelon. Watermelon lady.
There you go.
So anyway, and so when you cut up a watermelon, I guess you're supposed to put the flat side down so it don't roll around when you're doing it.
Makes
Now,
sense.
a lot of people use a big old knife like this and try to chop into it like this, and I can tell you what, it is pretty scary when you take a big knife like this and do it. You don't know whether you're going to chop off your hand or whatever. So I am...
Throw that knife away.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
gone.
here comes the watermelon knife.
I want people to take a look at it, though. It's not just about cutting the watermelon. Look, is that the cutest knife ever?
And
the cutest case?
Yeah.
I love it.
Are you
okay,
ready?
now cut your watermelon.
So here
Did you
it
practice? Oh my goodness, that is easy. I don't need watermelon, so I didn't know that.
Now we're going to get
Oh.
ready to serve the watermelon. How easy is this?
Look at that. You kind
Yeah.
of look like a professional doing that.
Well,
Oops, careful with the end of that knife. Right almost got stuck. It's a good thing it's blunt.
yeah. Hey, by the way, these plates
is
came
so
from the Palace
fun.
Restaurant, and I told them that I would
Lord.
give them
Some watermelon.
some slices of watermelon. But
Good.
just look and see how easy that is to cut. You know, even cutting it like this, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never
You know
used
what?
a knife. 'cause
It's
I
kind
don't
of
do
a safety
watermelon.
thing,
Yeah.
really. You really, every time I cut a watermelon, use one of those big knives like that, it's like, dang, and it doesn't seem like it wants
Okay,
to
why
go.
do you
and-
use one of those big knives like that?
because
when
we
you
didn't
sell
have these for about a year.
Okay.
Now we've got one.
Okay,
Now
we're going
I've
to talk
got
about other knives too. And I brought a couple of knives from home, just because we're not going to demonstrate them. But this is, Kuhn Recon is one of my favorite types of knives because it has a case. And I really like to have a case on my knives when I throw it in the drawer.
You know, one of the biggest selling knives, or the fastest selling knives, or whatever you want to call it, is from Rada, and it's called the Rada tomato knife. And look at this here. And you know how hard it is to cut tomatoes.
Well, you got into the core, so that made it look hard. Try the
well,
next guy.
well, I'm just-
Little
look out
bitty
there, look.
thin slices.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yes, that's amazing too.
And look how easy that
And
is.
that I do use. I love it.
Look at, wow.
Yeah, and that's our best-selling Rata knife.
Yeah. And we have the complete line of Rata knives. We have everything that Rata has, including the...
A lot of their sets, or maybe all of their sets, I'm not sure. And we've
And,
got their knife sharpener.
and we have... Yeah, and we also have their cheese knife. And you like... Everybody... Now, what the heck does that mean, like this? I can't remember. It must be...
Keep talking then.
See,
Since you can't
for
remember, pretty
the
soon the
clock
time will
is
be
running.
over.
It's your...
You were going to talk about the cheese knife, and I was wondering what you were going to say about
No,
it.
you can talk about the cheese knife. I don't
Okay,
wanna
we
talk
sell
about
cheese knives, and we didn't bring cheese to show how easily it cuts cheese, but it also cuts warm bars. And I will share my experience so that you don't go and do the same dumb thing. I cut my first pan of bars when it was too hot, and I melted the tip of my knife. So I was going to bend it straight again and broke it off.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that. Wait until the bars cool a little bit, but it's really, and stuff doesn't stick to it because it gets wider as it goes up. And so does the Rata cheese knife.
Now, do you like salt on
Okay,
your- do you
should we
like-
wrap up this show then?
Yeah, I like a
Because
little
she's
salt on that.
okay. So it's Roger and Diane Backyard Station, downtown Frazee. We're here 3 days a week. This week is Turkey Day. We forgot to talk about the flower show. She's going to put this on so that you can see
I
it.
knew she'd come up with something else to talk
Well,
about.
we forgot last week, so I'm trying to make up for it this week. Maybe a little bit late for you to enter the flower show, but at least come to it. So it's really good, and I think everybody that enters gets a prize. Okay, stop in and see us. Bye.
Bye.